94 IPL games in the coming season. Some people are saying the mere thought is giving a migraine.
Let's go through it. Let's see what happens. Unless and until you try it, I'm sure there's going to be some way out. I think during IPL, the number of games is not the issue. It's the traveling. So if the IPL can find out ways where you can be in one city for 10 days, 11 days, that takes a lot of tiredness away, because you don't have to pack, unpack, you don't have to board flights every time. If they can find out a way with the itinerary where most of the teams are stagnant for 10 days, then you go out for a week again, and then again you're stagnant for 10 days at a place, that will help. But don't blame. I think no one should blame the IPL so much, because for a lot of these players, like the Pathans, the Vijays, the Piyush Chawlas, they've got a national call-up because of their performance in the IPL. Look at Saurav Tiwari, and he was playing for Jharkhand in a plate group. Nobody knew what he was doing. He had one good IPL season. He's in the India A side to England. So it's a huge platform for everyone to play for India.
Right, you just mentioned about Saurav Tiwari doing good in the IPL, and now he's found an India A berth. Some more players in your mind you've seen doing well and should now be in the mix, because
they are there actually. I saw those two teams, to Zimbabwe and England. Most of the guys who've performed are there. Dinda is one guy to look up to. He's got pace, he's got a big heart. He'll run in all day long for a captain. He's someone you need to look up to. Cheteshwar Pujara is one you need to look up to. He's a super player, and I think he can be India's player in Test cricket. These are the two guys. Obviously, the rest of the names are there who've been around. Rohit Sharma, Suresh Raina, Murali Vijay, they've all been around and part of the team. But they will have to keep getting better.
Right, your local players performing, your overseas players performing. There's a cap on 3 players and 4 players now. 3 overseas players and 4 local players. Is that what you can keep in the team? Would you like to extend that to probably 4 overseas players or something like that?
No, I don't think so, because the 2 new teams have come. They will also want to have the best players, because they also want to win. I think the cap on Indian players should be less. The simple reason is that you have 20 top-class Indian players, and the cap for overseas players could be more because your choice is more.
Right.
But with the Indian players, especially the players who are playing, the capped players who are playing for India, I think there should be an equal distribution with all the teams. And in terms of overseas players, because if you don't get a Hodge, you get a Gale. If you don't get a Gale, you get a McCullum. You don't get a McCullum, you get a Jayawardene. And if you don't get a Tendulkar, you don't get anybody else. Or if you don't get a Dravid, replacement may not be as good. So I think the numbers for the Indian players should be less, and overseas should be more.
So you'll have to do a lot of number crunching next season for your new team. Saurav, are you ready for it? IPL 4.
We'll see whether they want me next year or not.
Your fans want you. We all want you, of course.
No, we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to playing IPL next year, and we'll see what the auction rules are.
You can answer these questions in 1 word, 1 sentence, or 1 paragraph. Okay. The first one is, you've got to describe these 5 personalities in 1 word. Sachin Tendulkar.
The best in the world.
Snehashish Ganguly.
Very shy elder brother.
John Wright.
Lovely person.
Greg Chappell.
Man management skills need to get better.
Saurav Ganguly.
Soft man.
Right. Okay. Something that shouldn't have happened in your cricketing career.
What happened in Bulawayo?
Right. Most forgettable moment on the cricket field.
On the cricket field?
Yeah. Forgettable moment.
That last day of the test in Bangalore against Pakistan, where I just didn't know where would a single run come from.
Right. We never knew about that. Thanks for telling us. 1 cricketing moment you would like to rewind and relive again and again.
First test at Lord's.
How does Saurav unwind after a day's hard work?
Music, daughter, family.
Tell me honestly, Saurav, after retirement, how much of time you spend in the nets?
In the nets?
Yeah.
Oh, hardly. Except before the IPL.
1 thing you dislike about yourself?
I trust people too much.
What's the craziest thing a fan has done for Saurav Ganguly? Come on, somebody would have done something, Saurav.
Craziest thing? Jesus. I think somebody wrote in blood.
I love you.
No, not I love you. They wrote in blood wishing Indian cricket team well.
Great. What has been your most valued cricket gear?
My bat.
You still have it?
Yeah, I have my first test bat.
Great. And how many bats in total you have now, sir?
Now not many, but I used to have quite a few when I was playing regularly.
How much you used to carry?
8, 9.
8, 9 bats. And how many grips on each bat?
3.
1 dressing room moment which still makes you laugh?
Dinesh Karthik He keeps toppling over all kit bags in the dressing room, and that happens every day. He walks into the dressing room, he walks past every kit bag, topples over everyone, and that keeps happening every time.
At times, it shows on the field as well. During your days, who was the biggest prankster in the side? Any incident you can think of?
Prankster, Harbhajan Singh. Harbhajan Singh. And I still remember I had a post series against Pakistan in 2004, and the next game in Cochin. They all got together and said they don't want me to play under my captaincy, and I was taken aback. The day before the dressing room, and I didn't realize it was 1st of April. I was a little down because we lost the test match against Pakistan. The series was 1-1, and in 2 days' time we were in Cochin. And I walked into the dressing room taking my pads ready to go for practice, and they all walked into the room and said this. It took me a few seconds to realize till they actually said, today's April Fool.
How superstitious is sort of something that confirms your superstition?
I wear my left pad first.
One opposition captain you've always admired, and why?
Stephen Waugh.
Why?
Tough and always played well under pressure.
Great. Choose one. Tea with Shane Warne, lunch with John Buchanan, or dinner with Craig Chappell?
Tea with Shane Warne.
Tea with Shane. Why not lunch with John Buchanan or dinner with Craig Chappell?
Too long.
DADA's favorite song and his favorite Hindi movie dialogue?
Favorite Hindi movie?
Favorite
Hindi movie dialogue is Gabbar Singh's dialogue in Sholay. That entire little part of the film where he said, "Kitne aadmi the?"
11.
Do aadmi.
And your favorite song?
That song from Azab Prem Ki Gazab Kahani.
2 lines.
Of Atif, I can't sing.
If a genie appeared now and said, Saurav, I grant you one wish, what would it be?
Play for India again.
Great. I thought it was coming. I should have. How many one-day sixes and fours have you hit till date?
I don't know the fours, but the sixes would be close to 200.
190. Very good.
Very
not bad. You want to know the fours?
Yeah.
1,122.
Wow.
This is going by a leading website.
And the fours, sixes, I think the top 3 or 4 in the world. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's how I remember it.
Which one of this sounds best to you? Saurav in politics, Saurav as a cricket administrator, Saurav as a commentator, batting consultant?
Batting consultant.
Batting consultant? Saurav as an administrator?
Yes.
Saurav
Some
as
stage.
a politician?
No.
Where do you see yourself 4 to 5 years down the line?
Don't know. I'm setting up my businesses. I'm very keen on the school I'm setting up. It's an education school from pre-primary to college. I want to do that and spend time at home.
Right, there are many perceptions about you as a person. Some say you're arrogant, some say you're aloof and hot-tempered, some say you're passionate, some say you're committed, some say you're straightforward. What's the real Saurav Ganguly all about?
Committed and straightforward. I'm not arrogant. I was aggressive on the field because that's how I felt India played their best. And probably they thought my nature off the field was same, which was not.
How emotional a person are you, Saurav?
Very.
You can get very passionate?
Yes.
And a victory can bring out tears?
No, not tears, but a lot of happiness.
At one moment I'd like to go back, and Chennai, you were sitting like this when Samir Digge and Harbhajan Singh were in the middle, and the moment Harbhajan got the runs, you stood up. Was that one of those emotional, passionate moments that we got to see?
Very happy moment, yeah.
Right? We remember that. That's still very fresh in our memory.
Very happy moment, yeah.
Very happy moment. Can Ganguly get arrogant at times?
No.
Not at all? Well, I want to tell you one thing. You can never get arrogant because you've given us a fabulous time in the middle out here. But this brief moment with you out here, Saurav, it's been an honor and absolute pleasure,
Thank
Saurav.
you so much.
Wish you the very best. Thank you so much for talking to New York Cricket, and look forward to more such interactions. Before you go, something to your fans.
Keep supporting the Indian team. They've had a tough time in the T20 World Cup, but that happens. They'll bring smiles to you soon.
Right, Saurav?
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for being
Thanks.
here.